Hey everybody, welcome back to another Diecast review. Today we're taking a look at Martin Truex Jr.'s 2021 Bass Pro Shops Toyota Camry. This is probably the best example of decaling done right. Let's go ahead and take a look first though at the box and we'll get into the scheme here. We got Joe Gibbs, 30 years here, and then we got Joe Gibbs Racing. So like the Penske cars, only have the team name, it does not have the driver name. Limited edition adult collectible. Oh, wonder why that is. Huh. What's on here? It's an adult collectible. Interesting. We'll have to look and see. It says limited edition adult collectible, but this is not a diecast one, so we'll have to see why. Anyway, but yeah, so NASCAR hologram, all that, then the window to the car. Let's go ahead and get in here. Let me know in the comments if you know why this is considered an adult. I mean, Tracker, Boats, Bass Pro Shops, Reese's Fine Foods. I mean, that seems like a restaurant type thing. I don't know. None of this screams that it would have an issue. I don't know. Somebody has to let me know. Anyway, let's go down the left side quick. So here we've got the orange and the black going here. It's kind of similar to last year, a little different. They took away a little of the orange and put black in there. So you see the 19 there. What I was talking about, oh, is that a flake? Yeah, a little flake up there on the corner. But what I was talking about was doing well with the logo. So all the Joe Gibbs sponsors get to be represented. See, there's a good spot to put a fairly large logo. I don't know why more race teams aren't doing that. The 19 there, you got Tracker Boats and ATVs over there. You got the Bass Pro Shops there. And then you can see all the little Joe Gibbs sponsors down here, which used to be like contingencies, which I don't understand why they just didn't do more of it and maybe up the size on them a little bit. I mean, you got Tracker Boats and ATV. I mean, that takes the whole thing here. This is a car that got all their money's worth. Sorry. We've got sponsors here, number there. And you know what? It still looks good. I mean, this car still looks good. That's the thing. I mean, that sponsor up front can be a little big, sure, but I still think it looks all right. The only thing I would change is actually I would put it lower on the car, but I do understand why it's there. We got Bass Pro Shops there. We do have a short spoiler on the back. We've got Cabela's. We've got Tracker Boats and ATVs. We got Truex Jr. on the rear window. We got a black number 19 on the roof because it is orange. And then Bass Pro Shops on the black hood there. You can see on the front, we've got that bright neon orange mixed with black kind of mixing around on the front of the Camry here. There we focus. There we go. About there. Move it over to the right side here. You can see we got Tracker Boats, ATVs, all the same stuff. Truex up there on the name rail. But the biggest thing about this one, as far as the paint scheme that I really liked, was the fact that they were able to maximize that sponsor area. As I was just doing a review earlier today about how these guys claim they have no room for sponsors, and then they'll leave half the car open. Like you're telling me you couldn't put a Hooters or a UniFirst or a Napa logo over here under the door or something? I mean, there's room. So I think they need to do a better job of utilizing the space that's already there instead of moving the numbers. I mean, it sounds like it's a done deal. They're gonna move them because they want to be able to have a big door sponsor, and I just don't think it's a good idea. I think there's a reason the number is centered on these 3 points, and that's because this is the iconic part. Truex drives the 19 car. He doesn't drive the Bass Pro car because sometimes it's not Bass Pro. He doesn't drive the Cabela's car. He doesn't drive the Tracker car, the Reese's car. The cars change paint schemes. The 19 is the only thing that's consistent with Truex Jr. on the racetrack. And, it's like Chase Elliott. This looks nothing like his Napa car. So why on earth should they, put Lumar on all these things and just get rid of the 9 or put it somewhere else where nobody can see it? This is how you identify who's driving the car. This number. That's what you see. From the front. This is Alex Bowman's car from last year, outside of the Elliott on the window there. And on the back, you really can't tell anything different there. That number, when you look at it, if you just look at it, you go, oh, look, number 9, it's Chase. The number is the iconic part. It's not like that in other racing series. So if they could get their IMSA flavored, I'm not going to say it like that. This is the clean channel. But, if they can just get the idea that the numbers aren't quite that important, it's like, no, the number is the icon in this sport, and they really need to protect the icon part because that is what the fans see. I mean, I understand to everyone else it's just a number on a race car, but, if next year we start showing up and I can't see the numbers, I don't know who's who. I mean, I'm in the know enough to kind of figure out whose car is whose. But, I mean, a new fan that's sitting there like, oh, I like the 9 car. Where's the 9 car? I don't know. Can't find it. We don't put numbers on cars like that. We want them in the bad spot now. So, I don't know. Again, got a little off topic just because I saw this done right. This is a way you keep the number in the middle. You still get sponsor value out of all this, square inch or square footage, whatever you want to call it, of the car. You still get all your money's worth. You still get a big hood sponsor. You get a big door. You get 3 sponsors on the side here. So, the idea that they have to move the numbers is, yeah. Anyway, that'll wrap up this review. I'll go into the rant with the numbers again on another time, but today we'll just wrap up this one here. It's already gone a lot longer than the other ones for 1/64ths. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Race Craze. If you've enjoyed, do all the fun YouTube stuff with the likes and whatnot. But other than that, we'll see you in the next Diecast review.